In the previous video, we had seen selection statements, which are a type of control statements that help us make decisions in the program. Now, in this video, we will learn about second type of control statements, which are also called as iteration statements or loops. Iteration statements, also called as loops, are used to execute a group of instructions repetitively until the specified condition is met. In C++, we have two main types of loop statements. The first one is called as entry controlled loops. In this case, we first check if the condition is satisfied and then execute the body of the loop. If the condition is not satisfied, then we exit from the loop. Example is for loop and while loop. The second category of loop statements are exit controlled loops. In this case, we first execute the body of the loop and then check if the condition is satisfied or not. If the condition is not satisfied, then we exit from the loop. Example of exit controlled loops is do while loop. Let us now study entry controlled loops. The first type of loop is a for loop. It is an entry controlled loop which is suitable if we know in advance how many times we want to repeat the statements or execute the loop body. The syntax of the for loop is like this. We first mention the keyword for. After that, inside the bracket, we write initialization statement, which means we initialize the loop variable which is responsible for the execution of the loop. After that, we put a semicolon. Then we mention the test condition which we want to check in order to execute the body of the loop. Then again we put a semicolon. After that, we write our update statement, which means we either increment or decrement the loop variable depending upon the given problem. Then we close this bracket and inside the curly braces we mention the statements that we want to repeat inside the loop. In this program, I will show you how to print first 10 natural numbers using a for loop. So, as you can see, this is the desired output. We want to print starting from number 1 up to number 10. So, for this purpose, I will declare one variable. Let's call it as number. And right now, number doesn't have any value. Now, I will initialize it using for loop. So, as you know the syntax now, so for loop begins with the keyword for, and inside the bracket we will first initialize the variable. So number should begin from 1. So I will initialize it as number equal to 1, and number should go up to value 10. All the numbers from 1 to 10 are either less than 10 and 10 is equal to 10. So I will type here less than equal to 10, and after that number will be incremented. As soon as we print our first value, immediately the number value should be incremented by 1. So that is why we have written number plus plus. Just remember that in every loop we have three statements. The first one is called as the initialization statement, the second one is called as the test condition, and the third one is called as the update statement. In the next step, we will print here number, and I want to print every number in a separate line. So for this purpose I will put here /n and after that a semicolon. Then in the end I will type here return 0, and I will save my program as, let's say, for loop, and execute it, compile and run. It will take a few seconds. And this is how all my 10 natural numbers are now displaying on the screen. The second type of loop is while loop. It is also an entry controlled loop, just like for loop. But here we first check the condition, and if it is satisfied, then we execute the body of the loop, otherwise we exit from the loop. The syntax is like this. We first mention the keyword while, followed by the condition in parenthesis, and then in the curly brackets we mention the body of the loop or the statements that we want to execute repetitively. In this program we will print first 10 natural numbers using a while loop. So let's first initialize our variable number with value 1, because we have to print from 1 to 10. But remember, In case of while loop, there is no special initialization statement as is there in case of for loop. That is the reason that we have to initialize our variable number at this step only. So this will act as my loop variable, and now we will type while, which is the keyword, number is less than equal to 10. While my number is less or it is equal to 10, I have to print my number. So I will type here cout and number, and in the next step I will write here /n and semicolon. Every loop consists of three parts. There is one initialization statement, one test condition, and one increment or decrement statement. In case of while loop, there is no separate initialization, and that is the reason that we initialized our variable in this step. Test condition has already been mentioned along with while. What about the increment statement? Because we have to move from 1 to 10. So inside this bracket only, I will type number and I will increment it by 1. So you can either write it as number equal to number plus 1, or if you want, you can type here number plus plus, which also means the same thing, that is we are incrementing the number by 1. After that we will type here return 0, and my program will be saved and executed in the next step. So let's see what is the output here, and as you guessed it, all the 10 natural numbers are now printed. Let us now discuss exit controlled loops. The only type of exit controlled loop is a do while loop. Here we first execute the body of the loop and then we check whether the condition is met or not. If the condition is not satisfied, then we exit from the loop. Otherwise, the body of the loop keeps on repeating. It is suitable when we want to execute the body of the loop at least once. Here the syntax is like this. First we mention the keyword do, then inside the curly braces we write the body of the loop, and outside the curly braces we mention the keyword while followed by the condition, and then we terminate this statement with a semicolon. In this program we will print the first 10 natural numbers using a do while loop. So again I will take a variable number and let's initialize it with 1. So this is my initialize statement. In the next step I will just execute my loop, which is do, and here I will type number and after that /n. This /n means that we are going to print every number in a separate line. Next step is to increment the loop variable. So you can either type number plus plus or write here number plus 1. So you can also type here number plus plus, which means we are incrementing. So this is my loop update statement, and outside do we have to type while and mention the condition over here. Again my condition remains the same, that my number value should be either less than or equal to 10, and outside this while I will put my semicolon. So do while loop is over. Just like every other loop, we again have three parts in this loop, which is initialization statement, update statement, and test condition. And finally we will type here return 0, and now we are going to save the program and execute again. So let's see what is the output, and yes, here are my 10 natural numbers.